Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Flying DCS World with Overkill F-18C Hornet. It has been a minute, but we are back with DCS content. We're going to be doing far more than just tutorials from now on moving forward. We're going to be flying missions. We're going to be flying with buddies, doing some live streamings with it, you name it. I think what happened before, guys, to be completely honest, is I was starting to get a little burnt out on the tutorials. They were a little hard to keep up with. And, you know, when you do them again and again and again, as much as I do enjoy teaching, they become a little drab. And then Microsoft Flight Simulator came out and took off, and it just sort of took some insight away. But I have been getting back into DCS. I've been loving it. I've been missing it. And so today we are back with another tutorial where we are going to be working on the SLAM ER, or the extended range. So the AGM-84 Hotel. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to want to do is come over here to our stores page, select the slammer, and get the timing going. You can see the timer pops up here. We also get an alignment quality of unstable down here. This takes about 3 minutes to complete, so don't let that timer fool you. It's not near as bad as it looks. What you're going to be looking for is alignment quality of 1 OK. And again, that takes about 3 minutes, and a good indicator that you're good to go is we'll see the timer disappear. Now, while the timer's going, you're also going to want to bring out the Data Link 13 pod. You definitely want to make sure you have the Data Link 13 pod installed on the aircraft if you want to be able to use the TV guidance, which is quite frankly half the fun of using this particular missile. Now, while we're waiting for the alignment to complete, we're also going to need to designate a target area. Now, you can do this by multiple different ways. And today we're going to be showing using the waypoint as a reference. We will be doing later videos again with the SLAM HR as we start taking into manually entering coordinates using target designation from our TGP, or if we were doing, coordinates from the joint helmet mounted queuing system. The thing to remember about the SLAM ER is its extended range. This thing has a firing range of just outside of 150 nautical miles. So I want to make sure that you guys understand that we're only about 30 miles away from our current target location. So we are well within range, but it keeps the video down to a minimum. So what we're going to do is we're going to select waypoint 3 as our target designation here. And we're just going to go into weapon designate. Okay. Now, if we expand out here, I believe, like I said, should be about, I guess we're a little further out. Let's see what our weapon designate shows. Oh, we're 63 miles from target. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. And at this point here, we'll just speed up time and wait for our timer to expire here. Usually it's about, like I said, it's about 7 minutes. And you can see the alignment quality here. And we're looking for OK. Oh, it looks like 0-1 good. Sorry. I was thinking of the alignment for the INS. My fault. But the biggest thing is, like I said, you can notice that the timer went away. That's the biggest thing you want to watch for. So we've got our target waypoint designated. We've got our weapon aligned. We've got the Data Link 13 on. Now the next thing that we want to worry about is configuring the missile for our launch. So first we have the flight pattern. Okay, you can see it's currently set to medium. This means the missile is going to cruise at about 15,000 feet until it gets within the striking distance of our target. We can hit flight again. It goes to high. It's going to go up to 35,000 feet. And at low, the cruise altitude is going to be 5,000 feet. Now, I believe that is AGL if memory serves. So it's above ground level. It is a terrain following missile if memory serves again. Electronic fusing, we're going to want to set that to instant. By the way, let's change our flight back to medium. We don't want it to going all the way down to the deck yet. And then distance. If you want to set the distance of the missile, we'll talk about that in just a second. So keep this parameter in mind. All right, so from here, we're also going to want to change our mode from pre-planned is going to be a very specific target that you have exact precise coordinates on. What we're doing is more of a waypoint, okay? So we're going to go for target of opportunity. And then we're going to come down here to the weapon box. This is going to determine which missile the data link is talking to. Now notice that we have station 8 selected. 2 and 8 are what we have our slammers on. So if we go to our weapon, you can see that we have 2 slammers indicating. The easiest way to remember this, guys, is top to bottom equals left to right. Okay, so this slammer here is actually Huron 2. The slammer down here is slammer 8. Okay, so we're going to leave them as is. We have the correct one selected, so we're going to select that one here. And you can see that the slammer now appears below the Data Link 13 pod. Okay, you can see in range, time till strike, or time till service, I believe, is 414 seconds. So everything we have necessary for the aircraft or for the missile is now set. But remember, we talked about this distance parameter. This is the distance in nautical miles from the target location that the TV will come on, and we're able to actually manually control the missile. So we're going to go, if we want to change that, we're going to go to Slammer Display. And then we're going to go to UFC. You want to make sure you trigger the distance here. And let's say we want to change that 10 to a 15. We can hit Enter, untick UFC, go back to mission, and we should be able to see it. Oh, no, not from the mission page. Go to return page, and now you can see your distance has changed to 15. All right? All right, so we can now make sure our master arm's on, make sure we're in air-to-ground mode. Slammer now moves to ready. Again, we have in range, 375 seconds till time to service. Slammer is not crossed out. If you have an X here, you're missing a parameter, and the missile can't be released. At this point, we should be able to go. Missile away. And we can track the missile. Might get a little loud here. Watch your ears. All right. And I keep saying time to service. It's time to seeker. Let's go ahead and come out of the active pause. You can see that definitely takes one heck of a toll on our trim. It's a very heavy missile. Let's get our autopilot set up here. Autopilot, barometric altitude. All right, next thing we want to do is set up the display page. So we want to go to our TAC menu, Data Link 13 display, and then what you'd want to do, oh, it looks like it's already tracking, which is great. But you could come here, go to Weapon, and that's the top slammer. But you can see channel 8 is selected, so we don't want to mess with that. And channel 8 is associated with the station. So if we wanted the other slammer, we would want this to say channel 2. At this point, we're still waiting on time to seeker. Using your sensor select on whichever display you have it, mine was sensor select right, you can see the diamond popped up there. Sort of hard to see. Okay. We're going to want that to be able to actually control the missile when it's time. We're at 176 seconds. Now I'm actually going to go into autopilot mode here. And we're going to hit couple. So the aircraft will now start steering on point for the target area. Let's go ahead and speed time up a bit. Put us back into an active pause so we don't fly over the target area. Speed time back up. All right, we're 10 seconds till seeker. Seeker is now active. Let's zoom in down here and let's lock that camera up. And now, because this is our sensor of interest, we can now adjust the missile's trajectory. We can also adjust our field of view. Alright, so at this point, we're going to expand our field of view back out a bit. And let's pick one of these guys over here. And use our target designate. And the missile has now changed trajectory. Boom! Now, we probably wouldn't want to use a SLAM ER on a missile like that, or on a target like that, but What the heck, right? So what we're going to do now is let's undesignate our target. So we're going to come down here and sort of do a rinse and repeat. We're going to I want to undesignate that target. Forgive me. Let's come out of active pause. Let's bring that autopilot disengage. We're going to come around here for a little bit. All right. So now we're going to try using the missile again here. Set up in a pre-plan mode again. Zoom in over our target area. See if I can find it. There it is. So we've designated with the joint helmet mounted queuing system. You can see we've already got in range. Flight, let's go ahead and set this one to low. Instant, 10 miles until the target area. That should be actually pretty interesting to see. Our slammer is designated. Air to ground mode is set. Missile away. See how it handles this. She's just turning towards the target like it's nothing. And time till service is 94, or I keep saying that. Time to seeker is 94 seconds. So I'm going to come left. We're still going to say, I don't know why my track IR is doing that recently. Trying to look upward in my track IR lately is just brutal. I don't know if my camera moved or what. We've been packing the house up all day getting ready to move, so Lord knows. Alright, so let's just sort of put us in a kind of an interesting orbit. Nothing too crazy, right? We had to trim real heavy right last time. Let's go to barometric altitude hold. Time to seeker is 60 seconds. Let's speed things up. Let's see how low she's flying, actually. Oops, wrong one. Uh-oh. There she is. I was like, did we lose our plane? Or our missile? You know what, though? I was not paying attention. I don't think it designated our target area. "10 seconds to seeker." I can guarantee it didn't. But let's see if we can turn the missile around. That'd be interesting. Alright, seeker is active. Oh, yes it did. It looks very weird though. Let's see what it's doing right now. I kind of want to see. Oh, it's just popping. We're definitely on target. Beautiful. All right, so that worked just fine. That was really weird. It was just a weird angle. All right, so let's do rinse and repeat. Let's find a new target here. So again, we can adjust our field of view. And let's grab this one right here. And again, target designate. Missiles on point. And we have a truck that's about to not be a truck anymore. Let's go back to our external view. I like the trail coming up behind it. That's a really nice done. Nice done? Really nicely done. Oh yeah, you going down, brother. Ooh. Too cool. Awesome missile. This thing's fun. Alright guys, well, that is it for the SLAM ER in today's episode. Next time we'll be taking a look at mission pre-planned missions, as well as putting in intermediate waypoints. You can do all kinds of things with this missile. It's not just about point and shoot. You can have it fly a very specific route. I believe that route has to be programmed into your own aircraft first, but there's a bunch of things we can do with this particular weapon. So stand by for the next episode, in which we go into this missile once again in further detail, using at much longer ranges and much more complex routes. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.